In soft summer breezes or wild winter's wind, our hearts in the green fields of Ireland. Over the moorland and over the lea, along the Atlantic, oh, what do I see? The high hills of Antrim, the coastline of Clare, the green fields of Ireland will welcome me there. For we are an island way out on the sea, and we are the Irish as proud as can be. In soft summer breezes or wild winter's wind, our hearts in the green fields of Ireland. As I stand by the harbour, oh, what do I see? The great ocean liner is waiting for me, and as young people leaving for lands far away, all we ask is the right for to go or to stay. For we are an island way out on the sea, and we are the Irish as proud as can be. In soft summer breezes or wild winter's wind, our hearts in the green fields of Ireland. Oh, the troubles may come and the troubles may go, on the ways of an Irishman you never know. And the armies of England still force us to fight for our survival and for our rights. For we are an island way out on the sea, and we are the Irish as proud as can be. In soft summer breezes or wild winter's wind, our hearts in the green fields of Ireland. So we'll pray that someday all our troubles may end, and we'll bury our hatred along with the gun. And the neighbour once my enemy will call me his friend, and the green fields of Ireland will unite once again. For we are an island way out on the sea, and we are the Irish as proud as can be. In soft summer breezes or wild winter's wind, our hearts in the green fields of Ireland. Oh, our hearts in the green fields of Ireland.
Fáilte agus díomh Galéir. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Kathleen O'Neill, along with good friend Bruce Smith here, inviting you to 2 hours of Irish music, news, and announcements on Detroit Irish Radio at crbradio.com. The call-in number is 313-942-0159 for those of you that have requests or news to share. We are being broadcast at the Gaelic League Irish American Club, which is located at 2068 Michigan Avenue in Corktown, and we welcome you to come on down, enjoy the music and company here, and certainly a nice drink being served by our friendly bartender, Tim Jennings. Looking forward to seeing you the next couple of hours. Just a little reminder that this show can be listened to on the Detroit Irish Radio Facebook page. Thanks, Mary Bongiorno, for making that happen. And also at the Gaelic League of Detroit website, which has a radio page. So you can click that on, and the link is there as well as it is at crbradio.com, where you can listen to at your convenience anytime in those three different ways. Just a reminder that we are part of the Green Wave. Yes, the Radio Broadcasting Company has 5 Irish groups and programs over a course of 4 days, starting on Friday night. We have Friday Night Falcha with Bobby Brooks from 4 to 7 p.m. Imro Isle Express with Matt O'Donnell happens from 1 to 4 on Saturday. Sunday morning, we have the Rebel Rooster Show with Johnny Costello from 10 till noon. And of course, here we are, Bruce Smith and myself, with Detroit Irish Radio from 1 to 3 p.m. And then Monday, we have our good friend, all of us are connected through Patrick Johnson, who's been on Cave Radio Broadcasting for quite a while, with the Irish Music Cafe from 4 to 6 p.m. Keep that in mind. Make that one of your favorite spots to go to and listen to some good Irish music throughout the weekend and Monday, of course. Well, we started today with Big Terry McAloon with the Green Fields of Ireland. Today we're doing Highs and Lows of Ireland, which includes the fields, the glens, the valleys, the mountains, the hills. So I thought most appropriate was start with the green fields of Ireland. In the course of today, we're going to also hear from our good friend Pádraig Keegan with some the GAA final football game result from Kerry versus Galway. Looking forward to that news. And as I mentioned, you're more than welcome to come on down to the Gaelic League, stop by if you have news to share, or give us a call. Once again, that number is 313-942-0159. So next up, we have Irish Fire. It's a group on the on the east coast of the United States. Includes Dominic Murray, who used to live here in Detroit. Along with his group is Dave Abe and Grace Griffith with the song Come to the Hills. And then we're going to follow it up with Matt and Shannon Heaton, Mountain Rambler.
Stand where the peaks reach the sky and the rocks meet the sea, where the rivers run clear and the bracken shines golden sun, and the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is done.
Come by the hills to the land, life is a song, and sing while the birds fill the air with their joy all day long, where the trees sway in time and even the wind sings in tune, and the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is done. Come by the hills to the land where legend remains, where stories of old fill the heart and may yet come again, where the past has been lost and the future is still to be won, and the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is done. come by the hills to the lands where fancy is free, and stand where the peaks meet the sky and the lochs meet the sea, where the river runs clear and the bracken is gold in the sun, and the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is done.
Till this day is done.
Oh, the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is done.
Till this day is done.
Oh, the cares of tomorrow must wait.
Right on time. Our good friend Pork Egan is calling in with the GAA news. We're all on the edge of our seats, Pork, to find out who was the winner and how exciting was the game today.
Yeah, very good game, Kathleen. It's just over a short time ago, and the Kingdom of Kerry are celebrating the Sam Maguire Cup is going back down to its place. It hasn't been there since 2014, which is a long time in Kerry years, but it's back there tonight. Of course, it was Galway versus Kerry today in the All-Ireland final, and just like I said, over just about an hour ago. Yeah, good game. Well, let me kind of give a background. The last time the Croke Park was full for the All-Ireland was actually 2019. So today we had the Croke Park full, and Kerry had played Galway. The last time they played them was in the year 2000, and Kerry had won that game. So Galway had not won an All-Ireland since 2001. Kerry had last won in 2014. So a big game. Scores were deadlocked actually for most of the game. It started off with like we knew, great footballers. I mean, Kerry and Galway have over the years have produced some of the great players in Gaelic football, so we knew it would be good, great, skillful game. Scores were deadlocked for most of the game. Kerry would score, Galway would come back, and back and forward it went. No goals scored in the game. And as it entered the last 10 minutes, Kerry pulled ahead by 2 points, and they scored again in injury time. So Kerry won the All-Ireland final by 3 points.
Oh, wow. It was really close then, huh? Exciting throughout?
Yeah, great play, just fantastic skills. And like every game, there was, jubilation on one end and bitter disappointment on the other end. Galway had maybe just a little bit luckier, might have had the chance to win it. On the other hand, Kerry missed a few scores as well actually earlier. So maybe in overall Kerry deserved to win it, but only just. And so just a great day for Gaelic football. Great day for Ireland. It didn't really. I think the weather was we could see the shadows of the players, so it was a lot of sunshine there, no rain, so kind of a perfect day for Gaelic football.
Well, that's good because they've had a heat wave over there too, and I was wondering how the players were going to last if it was as warm as it's been in the last week.
Well, yeah, heat wave in certain parts of the country. I saw, of course, I'm from Sligo, and I saw a headline from the west of Ireland last week. It said we only got 2 days. So we got 2 days of warm weather, and it went back to rain. So we were actually hoping for heat wave. A heat wave in the west of Ireland is a welcome thing. But not in other parts of the world. So just to kind of put it also in perspective, the first All-Ireland final, this is All-Ireland final day is a big day in Ireland, in Irish culture. The first All-Ireland final was played on the 29th of April of 1888. That game, Limerick beat Louth. So since 1927, the final was played on the 3rd or 4th week of September up until 2020. And because of the virus and the COVID, it was played in December of that year due to the pandemic, and it was a shortened season. So we really broke tradition this year by having the game being played in July. So since I said, so since 1927, it had been played in September. And all those, since 1888, the game was played in Ireland. The only year it was played outside Ireland was in 1947. And in that year it was played in the Polo Grounds in New York between Kerry and Cavan. Cavan won actually that year in 1947. So that's the kind of day it was, Kathleen. One of those great days in Irish sports, a great day in Irish culture, kind of a great day to enjoy sports.
Very, very nice, and congratulations to both teams. They're both winners, and in their own right. Someone has to come in first and someone second. Yeah. But Galway really had some exciting games in the last few weeks. So good play to them. But the manager
of the Galway team was 𝐷earg Joyce, who actually was a great player to this day when Galway last won the All-Ireland, and I'm sure many people out there know that Galway is known as Joyce County, so it's kind of appropriate with a man called Joyce managing the team. Because this is kind of a day to honour the tradition of Gaelic football and honour the All-Ireland and those kind of things, I thought maybe it'd be a good idea, Kathleen, to read a team from Detroit, from the Pádraig Pearse of the 50s. And if you wouldn't mind, I'm going to read out a team, the names of a team from the 1950s, and there's people in your listening audience who are on that team.
Sounds good. It's nice to know that some of the names that you're going to mention probably are still listeners, or certainly their families are listeners of this program. So go ahead. Let's hear.
Yeah, so this was a 1950. By the way, I got this from a book written by the late Daniel Kennedy. This was the 1955 Porrick Pierce team. And it says, first person said Pat Duffy from Cleveland, Nick Russell, team manager, Tom Sullivan, Jimmy Shea, John Traynor, Noel Norton, Tom Welch, Chris Murray, Charlie Traynor, Daniel Kennedy selector, Pat Griffin, Tom Fitzpatrick, president, Tom Murray, Nick O'Shea, Mike Murphy, Pat Traynor, John Fitzsimons, John Sorahan, Pat Miller, Frank Murphy, Mike Clark. And these were a couple of more names I noticed were right around that same time. John Cowley, T. Brosnan, S. Cowley, J. O'Shea, L. Hart, and T. Heaney. And, long before people like myself came around here, these guys were playing Gaelic football, for surely the love of the game. Nowadays, quite a number of players come out from Ireland for the summers to play in places like Chicago, San Francisco, and so on. And they're brought out by the local clubs to play, which is, it kind of shows the young people out here how, some of the good players in Ireland. But, in those days, these players didn't come out to play Gaelic football. They were here to work and, to make a living. And so these people, to me, are the heroes in some respects. They played the game in those days because it was just such a part of their heritage.
Right, and it was a nice social thing too, to be able to mingle on a more than likely a Sunday with people to keep the tradition alive as well, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Kathy. That was it. Keeping the tradition alive and just the love of the sport. Because it was an All-Ireland final day, I really didn't get a chance to get any tips for you today. But I will in the next week or two. We'll get some clips from both the hurling game and the football game today, and we get a couple of good clips. Some of them there's lots and lots of exciting clips that can be played. So I'm going to leave it at that for today. Maybe you might be able to pick up a Kerry song for seeing that it's Kerry's day.
We definitely will, and we thank you for sharing news. We know that you'll be still at it because they're going back to the county games now, or local?
The clubs.
Yeah, the club games.
So that's the end of what we call the inter-county. The inter-county is over, and the J rightfully want to give the clubs complete, shall we say, complete access to the players and give them their own competition. Because in the end, that's where Gaelic football starts. It starts at the club, the parish, the townland. And so in a couple of weeks' time, the club championship will start. And actually that will go on until sometime probably in November. So you won't be able to shake me off that easy, Kathy, and I'll look forward to call you back.
Oh, we look forward to the news, we look forward to the clips, and certainly to the music selections that you make. So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the day with your family and friends that watched the game, and then have a great week as well. We're going to be playing The Kingdom of Kerry, being sung by Declan Nearney, and then we're going to follow it up with Porrick with the song that you selected a couple of years ago when we did the theme of hills and mountains, with a little bit of an introduction by you for the song The Hill of 𝐾𝐞𝐭𝐫𝐤. So thank you so very much. Enjoy your day. All right. Appreciate the call. Yep. God bless. And here we go off with Declan Nearney. Congratulations to the Kerry team and for all those fans and listeners that have been following them through the season.
To the county that's known as the Kingdom, as memories dear to each one. To the emigrant living in London, in Boston or But I've got my own special memory of the county that's so dear to me. Take me back to the kingdom, to the county that's been home to me. Just lay me to rest with the folks out west, in the heart of the kingdom of Kerry. But to others the sweetest of memories that they all would like to recall were the men in the green and gold jerseys who loved to play Gaelic football. Mick O'Dwyer, the great Mick O'Connell, not forgetting the four in a row. The music and songs of State Route rap, their memory will go on and on. Oh, take me back to the kingdom, to the county that's been home to me. Just lay me to rest with the folks out of west, in the heart of the kingdom of Kerry. I remember Puck Fair in Killorglin, the All-Ireland flag in Listowel, or how I used to go walking neath the shadow of sweet Carrauntoohil. Ballybunion will always be special. It was there that I met Peg O'Shea. Now we're married for over 3 decades. I love her more every day. Oh, take me back to the kingdom, to the county that's been home to me. There lay me to rest with the folks out of west, in the heart of the kingdom of Kerry. Oh, take me back to the kingdom, to the county that's been home to me. Just lay me to rest with the folks out of west, in the heart of the kingdom of Kerry.
Kathleen, as you go through the hills and mountains of Ireland, you have to stop at Knocknashee. Knocknashee is located in South Sligo, in the village or in the parish of Mullinabrina. It's also known as the Hill of the Fairies. The River Moy rises at the foot of Knocknashee. It's the home of the singer, in this case Harry McGowan. It's also the home of our great friend Father Brendan McCarrick. So here is the Hills of Knocknashee, Shan No Song, sung by Harry McGowan. Harry McGowan is a flute player, traditional singer from the Tubbercurry area of Sligo. Thanks.
Okay, and before we go into hearing the song, we have Father Brendan McCarrick right here with us on a call. So you were just mentioning that you, with this song that's coming up, The Hills of Knocknashee, Pádraig Keegan mentions that you grew up right around there, and so welcome to the program.
I did indeed. Harry McGowan was a great man who sang that one, like, you know. After she was at the back of my house.
Is it? Yeah. And tell me, did you know Harry McGowan at all? He's going to be the one that sings.
Harry was the milkman. Harry used to collect the milk from us every day in the truck, and he only lives up the road from us. And I know all his family, his wife and children and grandchildren, and I pass by their house every time I go to church.
Well, how nice. So tell me, what kind of news do you have for us today?
Well, I'm doing well, thank God, and I'm having a great day. Just about to watch the All-Ireland final. I'm just put it on to play, so I said I'd go to give you a call, because if I watch it all, you show me over.
Well, I was going to say we know the results, so we won't share with you.
Well, don't tell me now, because I'm on 3 minutes into it.
Well, go and enjoy it. It's a good game. It's an exciting game, and I'm glad that you didn't tune in earlier and hear poor Geoghegan's announce the.
Well, that's great. That's great. And all is good here. You know, we're getting ready. You know, the weather here has cooled off a little bit, and they're over the mad heat in Ireland, and the Palatines are doing well here and throughout the world. You know, so everything is treating us well, and I just calling to wish you all an enjoyable day, and that the Lord will keep you all safe. And there's no change really from where we were last week with the Palatines, still doing our little bits and pieces, still doing great, very thankful. Next Saturday, of course, is Brendan Brosnan's Celebration of Life, a great man, so that's going to be held in St. Gerald's in Farmington Hills. So we continue to extend our sympathies to the Brosnan family and all who are at the death of their loved ones. And of course, only recently we had Peggy Boland's funeral. So people keep dying, you know. It's an awful thing to keep dying.
I know, but thank God you're there to help with the celebrations of their life, though, you know. And for
Indeed.
Yeah.
But all is going well, and I'm going to be I'm heading off to Italy with a group from our parish next week, a couple of weeks' time, at the end of August. I'm going to head off, so that'll be a nice breakaway. And then the following year, our parish is organising a trip to Ireland. So you never know how that's going to go. So that'll be a nice trip. There'll be many people who are going to get to go and see some of Ireland in the middle of August. So there's always goodness and happiness and joy, and people always wanting to travel. So it'll be great that more people can travel and see and enjoy the great gift of Ireland, which so many of us know, and which so many of your listeners get to visit regularly. But all the many people who choose and want to go to see ancestry and family and friends, and that they don't have the option. So it's great that we can run a tour next year for many of our parishioners who wish to travel.
It sounds wonderful. You might be getting some of your Detroit Irish radio listeners joining you as well.
So, you never know.
Yeah.
You never ever know.
Yeah,
But looking forward to all the celebrations that we have. I'm looking forward now to a relaxing afternoon watching Kerry and Galway, and hoping to enjoy just the gift of life that God has given us, because again today is my 6th day of ordination to priest, so it's a great day to celebrate masses and celebrate with people, and I had a baptism after. So God is good.
That's right. It's been 6 years. Well, congratulations on those 6 years went fast. You came to America, came to Wyandotte shortly after you were ordained, and we're very happy and blessed to have you. So congratulations. Enjoy your day and enjoy the rest of the week as well.
You enjoy listening to the Hills in Aughnaishee there from my own home parish.
All right.
Oh, how appropriate. How appropriate.
Yeah. This is going out especially to you on your 6-year anniversary of your ordination. Congratulations,
Indeed.
Father Brendan McCarrick. Always a blessing.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You likewise. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Dear friends, we meet in love tonight on Columbus' tranquil shore. 3,000 miles from Erin's Isle, that we might see no more. Far dearer still is that fair hill than any other to me. And in our own dear native tongue, we call it Aughnaishee. How dear to me fond memory, sweet recollection brings. How oft I've listened the livelong day to the thrush and blackbird sing. How softly used the cuckoo call from out yon holly tree, and how sweet that sound re-echoed round the hill of Aughnaishee. How deeply pictured in my mind those places from there I've seen. There's 𝐾𝐞𝐭𝐫𝐲, Ballymote, and the hills around Gorgine. The lakes and groves round Temple House, and streams tongue spreading lay. May the heavens be with you, Carramore, and the hill of Knocknashee. There stands the ruined abbey, where our people's bones now rest. That same dear land that gave them birth now calls them to her breast. While we are forced to exile by British tyranny, farewell, farewell to Carramore and the hill of Knocknashee. 'Tis often I have viewed your crops whilst blooming in their prime. From Killarney on to Clonacole, all along the mountainside, the river Moy so gently flows from there into the sea. Farewell to those, farewell to all, round the hill of Knocknashee. Farewell to evening dances where all merry comrades meet, where the fiddler says, now boys and girls, get up and shake your feet. 'Tis there you'll find the callings that would fill your heart with glee. For I'd risk my life to make my wife a girl from Knocknashee. Farewell unto my comrades all, to part with you makes me mourn. My warm heart I leave with you, as my back I'm forced to turn. 100 chances there are to one, I never more will say. Those good and kind old neighbours round the hill of Knocknashee. Now the times have changed since I have left, dark heads have now turned grey. New faces rise by every heart, but the old ones fade away. This mournful song of exile, sure, 'tis all that's left for me. Farewell, farewell to Carramore and the hill of Knocknashee.
Well, here we are with a very, very busy start to our program. We have another call-in, and this is someone we've all missed we've missed so many people over the last 3 years with COVID, but certainly this year, especially with the parade resuming, and that is our good friend Joe Parsky. Joe, how are you doing?
Oh, Kathy, I'm fine. I'm doing good. I'm living in a new place. I'm at the Rivers, which is an independent living and a nursing home.
Oh, okay.
And I'm in there. I've got some health problems that don't allow me to be in a River apartment anymore. I gave up my apartment. In fact, we emptied it out, and I'm all done there. So I'm living here now. They gave me a chance to get in the nursing home part. So I took that opportunity and put my application in, and they accepted me. So now I'm living in the Rivers. It's on Cook Road in Grosse Pointe Woods. Very nice facility, very, very nice. Nice big rooms, airy, sunny, and good help. A lot of good help.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. So what's new with you? Were you able to hear of what went on with the parade and all?
I was looking back at the old records, of course. I can't get out, I can't walk anymore. I have arthritis in both legs, both knees, so I can't get around anymore, I can't walk. So I haven't been able to get around, but I was thinking of the old days, and I was thinking about the Gaelic League, and how much I miss being able to go there. I remember I've been going to the Gaelic League for almost 50 years now. And I remember my first time I stopped in, and the two people I remember meeting that day was yourself and Chris Murray. I remember meeting you people on that day. I was there with an Irish girl. She was a member, so she took me there. I don't know if you remember her, 𝐿𝙚𝙯𝙬𝙬𝙬. Of course, she's gone now, but anyhow, I remember that. Like I said, that was 47, 48 years ago. It's amazing, Kathleen, that the time went by that quick.
I know. It's very amazing that we've been around this long, and we've enjoyed the company of people like you and others, and that the league is still here, and now we're doing a radio show from here. So,
well, the best thing that came out of all of this is that was starting me getting involved in the Irish community, Polak, like I am. I got involved in the Irish community because I met up with Charlie Taylor.
Right.
And I loved his singing and his performing, and so that's what got me involved with the Irish. And then later on, about 5 years after that, we started the Fraternal Order of the United Irishmen. And I would say in the last 45 years, we have raised literally over $1 million for charities in the Detroit area, mostly Irish charities.
Yes.
Our bylaws say that whatever we do, whatever we raise, should be spent on the Irish community. So we've tried to support all the Irish clubs and all the other groups, the Valentine Fathers, you know. We take care of them, and we take care of so many others that we try to help out, and we've been lucky enough to be able to do that.
Including Detroit,
so rewarding.
Including the Detroit Irish radio program. You have been.
Well, yours is one of our main charities,
yes.
As you know.
Yes.
We started out with a little bit of a month, and then we built up to where we're at now, and so we're giving you a pretty big sum. And we're just glad that we are able to do that.
Right.
Of course, this year was a year back for the parade because we didn't have one last year. So we didn't have the funds that we had. And this year we noticed that we had about a 25% decrease in the number of runners. But we expected it because there was no run last year. And the people... When you put something on and then you have to cancel it at the last minute, the people are wary of signing up for the next one.
Right.
So we knew that we would. In fact, we guessed it was going to be at least 25 to 30%, and that's exactly what it was, 25%. So we didn't have the money, the capital that we've had in the past, but we had enough to give a little bit to everybody who needed it. And hopefully next year is going to be even better.
Well, hopefully, and it's good to hear you and your voice and know that you're still thinking of all of us. And is there a phone number or anything where people can contact you if they'd like to get a hold of you and talk to you?
Anybody wants to get a hold of me, I'm not accepting any visitors right now because I'm not set up for it yet. But my number is 313-821-7399.
Okay.
It's 313-821-7399, and that's right to my room. So I pick up the phone, and if you have any questions, like I say, we've already started work on next year's run. We'll be participating. We participated in the 3+ Marathon Expo that they have every year before their run. We share with them. We also share with the Christmas run that takes place before the Christmas parade. We share with them too, and we share the space in the information booth. So anybody who goes to that, they can stop by our booth, get a flyer, get the information, or you can call. As I say, you can call me, or any one of the foodies can help you out. We're looking forward to a great year next year, and I'm so glad to be on the phone and talking to. I remember excuse me. The Gaelic League was always, they used to do the Maid of Erin, which they changed now to the Queen of the Parade. And I'm so glad to be talking to the Queen Mother of the Gaelic League, Kathleen O'Neill.
Oh, dear. All right, it's time to go, Joe. No, I appreciate that, and truthfully, it's nice that so many of us that have been around are still around, and we're fortunate to have new members coming in and younger people joining.
In closing, I just want to thank you for all the beautiful cards you sent and the beautiful sentiments. And I hope to be talking to you soon. Okay. I'm going to call you more often.
Okay.
And I'll keep you posted on what's happening on my side.
Sounds good, Joe. We appreciate it. And the prayers are still coming for you. You're on our prayer list.
Okay.
We'll continue.
You take care and pass some prayers for me, please.
All right. Thanks a lot. And that's our good friend Joe Parsky. Always very supportive of everything Irish, and certainly a strong member of the founding member of the Fraternal Order of United Irishmen, always putting in a good plug for Detroit Irish Radio and supporting us, as well as their main cause of St. Patrick's Senior Center. So always special. All right, with that, we need some music, right? Let's get into the hills, the mountains, the highlands, the lowlands, and we'll start off with a local group, Inishkol, and this is another one where we've lost a member this year, and that was Icy Frady to this group, singing the Green Hills of Home, and then followed up with Peter Burke with the song, These Are My Mountains. We'll talk more after these couple songs.
Play. Oh, no. Hold on. The Green Hills of Home?
Yeah. Do I need to talk somewhere, Roots?
No, it just got... There we go.
He came from Erin, that far-off island, and sailed across the sea to find his liberty. To the Yankee shore, this lad did roam, and in the west he found his home. The hills of this land, although a new land, they carried him home again to his native Ireland, and in their beauty he would now stay and start his life again so far away. Because these green hills are not Highland hills or the Island hills, they're not Mylands hills as fair as these green foreign hills may be, they are not the hills of home. Now this young man, he worked his farmland, his young wife and he raised their family, and how he taught them to be true men, to be strong and free and brave. He told them stories, he spoke of glories, of heroes long ago, and of their ancient foe. He longed to take them to his native island, to the land of hills and sea. Because these green hills are not Highland hills or the Island hills, they're not Mylands hills as fair as these green foreign hills may be, they are not the hills of home. that was long ago, and he's passed on now. His sons and daughters have left this farmland, but they return again to this land of history, the land of legend, of love and faith, and of our number who've gone before. Their spirits live on here, life evermore, and here we'll all sleep on hills of green. Our love will live in time and history, because these green hills are my Highland hills, they're my island hills, they are my land's hills. As fair as these green foreign hills may be, they are now the hills of home. Because these green hills are my Highland hills, they're my island hills, they are my land's hills. As fair as these green foreign hills may be, they are now the hills of home.
For fame and for fortune I've wandered the earth, but now I return to the land of my birth. I brought back my treasures, but only to find they're less than the pleasures I first left behind. For these are my mountains, and this is my glen. The days of my childhood, I'll see them again. No land ever claimed me, though far did I roam. For these are my mountains, and I'm going home. The stream by the road sings at my going by. The lark overhead wings, how welcome and cry. The lake where the trout lies, once more I will see. For it's there that my heart lies, and it's there I must be. For these are my mountains, and this is my glen. The days of my childhood, I'll see them again. No land ever claimed me, though far did I roam. For these are my mountains, and I'm going home.
Okay, just a reminder that the Detroit Harps has their last session this afternoon from 5 to 6:30 out at Floden Park in Canton. This is for young boys and girls between the ages of 5 and 17 years of age to learn the game of football, the Gaelic football. New players of all skill levels are welcome. I'm sure they were all watching the game today and are excited to talk about the win, Kerry versus Galway with Kerry winning. They do also have a CYC tournament in Chicago, and I believe that's July 28th to the 31st. I want to take a moment and say La Braha Hana to those celebrating birthdays this week, including today, John Anderson's birthday, and of course it's Detroit's 321st birthday, formed in 1701. Tomorrow, Shanna Johnson and Jeff Miller. Tuesday, our good friend Mary Bongiorno. Happy birthday, Mary, along with Patty Cooley, Eden Mashburn, and Sally McCarthy celebrate their birthday. Wednesday is Ruth Knowles, Jennifer Malik, and Kelly Reynolds. Thursday, Ann Dolette and Scott Lyons. Friday is the 100th birthday of the late Jim Butler. We lost him last year at the age of 99, but we were remembering him as his birthday comes up for the 100th. He so wanted to be a part of that. Elijah Payton and George Saloka also celebrate birthdays on Friday. And on Saturday, my great niece Piper Dewan, Father Matthew Ellis, Aoife Maloney, Sheila and Stephen's daughter, and Nancy Moriarty celebrate their birthday. So very happy birthday to all of you, wishing you a good day and really happy years ahead and improved health for some of you and good health for all. We also want to take a moment and congratulate our anniversary folks. We did mention Father Brendan McCarrick celebrating 6 years as a priest. We're so blessed to have him here in the Detroit area. Also, this today is Brian and Janice Thiel's anniversary. Tomorrow is Donald and Sandy Parker's 52nd anniversary. Tuesday is John and Mary McCarthy's 64 years of marriage. Congratulations on that. And Dave and Wendy Roberts, 4 years marriage. So congratulations to you as well. We have here at the Gaelic League, we invite all of you to come down and be a part of the radio program or to just come down and have a listen. But today we have a couple new folks that we I was going to say, are they sharing mics? Or they both? They both have their own mics as well. That have been, I don't know if this is your first time to the Gaelic League, but...
No, we've been here many times in the past.
But first time that I've met Susie and Marty Mitchell, and they're here with the Brennans and Mitchells and got talking. Did you say you were from Howell area?
Yes. Yeah.
You're from the Howell area. And both Susie and Marty have just returned from Ireland. We always love when we get people here at the Gaelic League that have just come back from a wonderful holiday. You want to share a little bit about your trip, or maybe how was the traveling? How was the transportation, the getting lodging, and what was one of your favorite spots that you stopped along the way? I believe it was 2 weeks.
2 weeks ago, yeah, we just got back.
All right,
2 weeks ago.
Susie,
we were there for 2 weeks.
Oh, nice. Susie, we'll start with you.
Sure. Well, we flew into Dublin, and the transportation was wonderful. We didn't have any problems on the plane or through the airport. We spent a few days in Dublin, and we were actually able to catch the quarterfinal of the Galway and Armagh game at Croke Park, which was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Very intense game. And then we just made our way down. We went through Wicklow Mountains and Kilkenny, which I love Kilkenny. It's a beautiful little town. Wicklow was beautiful as well. And then we went down for the first time to Cove, yeah, which was a nice port town. And we spent some time in Cork as well while we were there. And then we made a special trip. We went way out of our way to see a place called 𝐷, which is the most southwestern part of Ireland. It's like the very end tip, and it was just amazing. It was amazing. It was worth the 3-hour trip out of the way to see it. And we got to walk across this wonderful bridge. And to the right was the gap between some cliffs, and on your left was the ocean. It was just amazing. And then we just made our way up. We went to Killarney, and then we saw the cliffs. We went to Croagh-Patrick, which was just beautiful as well. And then we made our way back over towards Dublin, and we stayed in Howth the last couple of nights, which is another seaport town, and just very quaint and beautiful as well.
Wow. This trip was actually supposed to take place last year, but COVID killed that because last year would have been our 25th wedding anniversary and Susie's 50th birthday, both on July 19th.
Oh,
Yes.
well, congratulations.
So, thank you.
We went to Ireland on our honeymoon 25 years ago.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah. We took our boys there 5 years ago, and saw a lot of different things, a little bit more touristy trip that time, because we wanted to show them the highlights and the most, kind of popular places. And
The fun stuff for kids, like kissing the Blarney Stone and things like that.
so that was a wonderful trip as well.
Well, very nice. And so, Marty, what can you add to your travels?
If you're thinking about going to Ireland and you're a little hesitant because of the situation in the world, don't be, because everything was, like Susie said, wide open. I mean, the travel was not a problem. Airports weren't a problem. Ireland wasn't a problem.
The people there are just so welcoming and friendly and fun, and you can plan as much as you want, but leave some space for just things to kind of come up while you're there too, because
things happen.
These opportunities happen that you just don't expect, and it ends up being beautiful. Yes, yeah. So
what are they shouting in the background?
Well, when we were in Killarney, it was July 2nd, and one night we kind of happened into a wonderful pub that had some wonderful musicians there, and we went ahead and made a request for them to sing Happy Birthday to our son, who lives in Chicago. And it was wonderful. They had the whole pub singing Happy Birthday to him, and everybody was shouting and cheering, and they don't even know him, but they acted like
they knew
did.
him that night. And if it was a cause for celebration, a cause to get another drink, that you know what? Happy birthday, Seamus.
Yeah.
Well, how nice. Well, I have a whole list of songs to be that's been requested. They will have to happen throughout the year in different shows. But today we do have one on the list, not the same artist that. But obviously you went to the Cliffs of Moher, the Cliffs of Domain.
Yep. It was beautiful.
Was there one that you liked better than the other?
We both, I think, just loved 𝐷, and it was just kind of just an amazing experience. And we both loved also on the very end of Dingle Peninsula. We loved to
𝐃𝐞𝐭.
Dunquin?
Yes.
Dunquin,
We went there,
Yeah.
and that was beautiful. And I think we liked those two locations a little. I mean, the Cliffs of Moher are just gorgeous, and I recommend people see that if they've never seen it. But I think we enjoyed 𝐷 and Dunquin more because it was less touristy, and I felt like we were almost experiencing those things by
right
ourselves.
Up to the edge and
you're right there on the cliffs.
That's
Like you're on the edge, and I mean, I could have looked down from Dunquin. I didn't go that close,
Right.
But I mean,
Right.
it's quieter and more peaceful, where you can like sit and just soak it all in,
Right. Well, we're going to play a couple of the spots that you were at. The Cliffs of Moher.
Wonderful.
Michael O'Brien, and then followed up with Cliffs of Dooney by this time being sung by Johnny McAvoy, although we do know Christy Moore does a fabulous job as well. And then staying in the Clare area, the Spancel Hill with the Corp folk. Thank you for adding to the show today, and hopefully you'll
Thank
be
you.
Thank you for
faithful
doing this.
listeners.
This is awesome.
This is wonderful. Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
I'm sitting on the cliffs of Moher, looking out to sea. The broad Atlantic swells below me, a bridge, love, between you and me. The curlews cry above the tide, the seagulls glide through the air. They're calling you back from New York City, back home to the county of Clare. Come back, sweet Annie, come back, for I will be there. We'll sing and we'll pray in the old-fashioned way on a hillside in sweet County Clare. I'll hold your hand, we'll walk through the burn with limestone flowers so rare. The yellows and reds, the gold of their petals, will match your blue eyes and fair hair. We'll visit Queen Abbey and famed Kilsula, where holy monks once knelt in prayer. But how can this be if you stay away, darling, from your home in the county of Clare? Come back, sweet Annie, come back, for I will be there. We'll sing and we'll pray in the old-fashioned way on a hillside in sweet County Clare. I'm looking across at the great Aran Islands, Inishmore, Inishman, Inisheer. They nestle there neatly, caressed by the ocean, surrounded by water so fair. But you, in the dust and the smoke of the city, where people pass by and don't care, there's a love and a welcome as warm as the sunshine for you in the county of Clare. Come back, sweet Annie, come back, for I will be there. We'll sing and we'll pray in the old-fashioned way on a hillside in sweet County Clare. On a hillside in sweet County Clare.
Travel far, far from your own native home. Far away o'er the mountains, far away o'er the foam. But of all the fine places that I've ever seen, sure there's none can compare with the cliffs of Dooney. Take a view o'er the mountains, fine sights you'll see there. You'll see the high Rocky Mountains on the west coast of Clare. Oh, the towns of Kilrush and Kilkee can be seen, and the high rocky slopes of the cliffs of Dooney. Oh, it's a nice place to be on a fine summer's day, watching all the wildflowers that ne'er do decay. Oh, the hare and lofty pheasant are plain to be seen, building homes for their young round the cliffs of Dooneen. Fare thee well to Dooneen, fare thee well for a while, and to all the fine places that I leave behind, to the streams and the meadows where late I have been, and the high rocky slopes round the cliffs of Dooneen. You may travel far, far from your own native home, far away o'er the mountains, far away o'er the foam. But of all the fine places that I've ever seen, sure there's none can compare.
Last night as I lay dreaming of pleasant days gone by, me mind being bent on rambling, to Ireland I did fly. I stepped on board a vision and I followed with the wind, when shortly I came to anchor at the cross at Spancel Hill. It being the 23rd of June, the day before the fair, when Ireland's sons and daughters in crowds assembled there, the young, the old, the brave and the bold, in their duty to fulfill. There were jovial conversations at the fair at Spancel Hill. I paid a flying visit to my first and only love. She's as white as any lily, as gentle as a dove. She threw her arms around me saying, Johnny, I love you still. Ashes Ned, the farmer's daughter, and the flower of Spancel Hill. Oh, I dreamed I held and kissed her, just like in days of yore. Now, Johnny, you're only joking, as many a time before. For the cock, it crew in the morning, it crew both loud and shrill. I awoke in California, many miles from Spancel Hill.
Well, it's been fun being here with the Brennans and Mitchells and learning more about them, and hopefully they'll become regular, faithful listeners of Detroit Irish Radio, perhaps even not only listening from a distance, but stopping by the Gaelic League Irish American Club. We do have Tim Jenny as our a bartender today. Tim Fix has come by and some others. So come on down and join in. We want to take a moment, too, and thank Stacy Skinador and Mark Hurley for checking in, as they always do, including this week. We also have Bill Schulte, Cheryl Perkins, and it's been shared by the Knights of Equity Court 6 in Detroit, and, of course, our good friend, the Michigan Irish, which is miirish.com, and more. So thanks so very much. We are a part of the green wave of the Cave Radio and enjoying every minute of it. But next up, before we do, let's share a little bit of news. Coming up this coming Saturday is Irish Night at Jimmy John's, which is arena or a stadium out in Utica. They're having the big game between, let's see, it's the Diamond Hoppers and the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers. It's a doubleheader. This is called the Irish American Heritage Night. And Peggy Gray, our Grand Marshal for the last 3 years, will throw out the first pitch. The Motor City Irish Dancers, as well as the Shannon Irish Dancers, will be there, along with live music from Ronan. The gates open at 4:30. The first pitch is at 5:30. Let's see. You can call 248-759-5278 for tickets, or go to usprl.com and use the code Irish22. I don't know if that gives you a discount or not, but you can check it out. The stadium itself is located at 7171 Auburn Road in Utica. It's just Auburn, I think it's just on the north side of M59. But should be a fun night, and always is, especially when the Irish gather out for a baseball game. I'm looking forward to that as well. Let's see, what do we have next? How about we make mention of some of these organizations that help bring in some wonderful entertainment and are very supportive of this radio program, including the Fraternal Order of United Irishmen. I should mention organizations and businesses. The business have been hit with COVID for the last few years. Now they're being overworked with jobs, and so those of you that are looking for employment, I'm sure there's some that are in need of an extra hand or not, including, we should even mention this radio show, right, Bruce? We could use an extra hand now and then. And if you would like to learn more about what Bruce does, and he does amazing work with this soundboard.
We welcome anyone who's interested in learning. Come on down.
Yeah, come on down. Maybe you say, I don't know. Well, you don't know until you try, or at least come and observe. So here we are, bringing it out to you.
It may seem complicated, and it can be, but we make it fun, so that kind of eases that.
That's right. Truthfully, it has to be fun.
It needs to be fun, yeah.
Especially if Bruce working with me.
Although I was told I was kind of stern towards you.
Not at all. I don't believe a word of that. So back to our thanking our business and organizations. We do have Stephen Maloney and Maloney Tile and Marble, the Friendly Sons of St. Patrick, Motor City Irish Fest, Porrick Egan and Emerald Plumbing, the Knights of Equity Court 6 and Daughters of Erin, the Gaelic League Irish American Club, the AOH Stephen Walsh and Blessed Solanus Casey Division, the Ardon Academy of Irish Dance and Kitty's Ceilidh, Ladies Ancient Order of Hibernians Elizabeth Fagan, Catherine McCauley, Ethel Kennedy and Rose Kennedy Divisions, Kevin and Shelley Murphy and Murphy's Restaurant in Retford, Brian Dunleavy and Dunleavy's Irish Pub in Allen Park, Father Brenda McCarrick and the Irish Palatine Fathers, and John G. Irwin and EXP Realty. And I mentioned the last selection was for those celebrating birthdays and some with anniversaries as well. What I didn't mention, most of those songs they were all from Galway. From the Clare area, and it was kind of just a little nod to our good friend who we lost last year, and we were going to be celebrating his birth and our being blessed to have him in our lives, and that was Jim Butler, whose father came from Ennis, County Clare. So just a little back up for a moment. How about, let's say, Aberpadre Sonadini Atá 10 to those in need of prayers at this time. So many that I've heard of late that have catched COVID again or have other concerns and illnesses and surgeries. Let's pray for all that are not on our list, but for the ones that have allowed me to say their name out loud, and we include Bob Anderson, Sylvia Renee Aurora, Laura Bond, Judy and Tom Bruni, Mary Cullen Bryan, Bill Carney, John Couture, Kitty Durbin, Brian Dunleavy, Bruce Farrell, John Finnerty, Bridie Flynn, Ed Foley, Chris Furton, Mary Gold, Jack and Joanne Ann Haley, David Aaron Keem, Jamie Jones, Nancy Kelly, Ann Kerwin, Gary Lane, Kathleen LaFleur, Richard Limke, Kevin Lussick, Rick McMurray, Richard McNichols, Damian McNulty, Sean Moore, Bridget Murray, Gertie O'Kennedy, Father Dan O'Sullivan, Joe Parsky, Ann Purcell, Mary Ann Quinn, Teresa Roddy, Marilyn Soloka, Chris Scanlon, Mary Sheehy, Megan Tierney, Sarah Turner, Peggy Walsh, Lexington Williams, and Joan Wisely. And certainly for the caregivers, the doctors, nurses, hospital staff, your own family members, friends, and neighbors that are all helping to hopefully you make a good recovery, or even for yourselves. How about that? Let's go into hearing from one of my favorites, as I mentioned a couple weeks ago, Patty Riley, singing the Green Glens of Antrim. We're going to the north right now, and then we're going to follow it up with the Hills of South Armagh with our good friend. The number one fan is on the soundboards right now, and that Bruce loves Aoife Scott. And Aoife, we're excited to say, will be here on Wednesday, September 14th. Tickets are now available at the Gaelic League. Come down and get them in person, or you can purchase them online with the Gaelic League website, and I believe there's a little additional cost there, but ticket price is $25. Bruce, you have something to add?
I'm just going to say, if you have never seen Aoife, please come and attend, because she is very talented and she tells great stories, and of course she's got that beautiful voice.
Yep, and she's fortunate to come from a family of wonderful entertainers, and that's the Black family, her mom being Frances Black. But that, for all of those that are in need of prayers at this time.
Far across yonder blue lies a true fairyland, with the sea rippling over the shingle and sand, where the gay honeysuckle is luring the bee, and the green glens of Antrim are calling to me. Sure, if only you knew how the lamp of the moon turns a blue Irish bay to a silver lagoon, you'd imagine a picture of heaven it could be, where the green glens of Antrim are calling to me. I hope to return to my own cushioned doll. 'Tis the one place for me that can outshine them all. Sure, I know every stone, I recall every tree, where the green glens of Antrim are calling to me. But I'd be where the people are simple and kind, and among them the one who's been in my mind. Sure, I'd pray that the world would in peace let me be, where the green glens of Antrim are heaven to me.
Crowded streets of Brooklyn seem a long way from my home. People rushing onwards, going to and coming from. Bid them time of day and they look the other way. And so you end up just like them and talk to no one, where the grass is fresh and green, where the air is pure and clean, where the gentle rivers kiss the mountain streams. Although I've traveled far, the hills of South are the hills I'm roaming nightly in my dreams. The view from my apartment is a junkie's alleyway. My children speak in accents not like mine. My old man's working 2 jobs, we don't see him much these days. We'd be happy if we only had the time, where the grass is fresh and green, where the air is pure and clean, where the gentle rivers kiss the mountain streams. Although I've traveled far, the hills of South are the hills I'm roaming nightly in my dreams. Here the hills are occupied by strangers now, and the work keeps getting scarcer every day. Oh, it's a hard life when you're forced from home to leave the ones you love. Oh, it's a hard life when you're forced to live this way, where the grass is fresh and green, where the air is pure and clean, where the gentle rivers kiss the mountain streams. Although I've traveled far, the hills of South Armagh are the hills I'm roaming nightly in my dreams, where the grass is fresh and green, where the air is pure and clean, where the gentle rivers kiss the mountain streams. Although I've traveled far, the hills of South Armagh are the hills I'm roaming nightly in my dreams.
All right, Bruce, did you enjoy Aoife?
Oh, yeah. I get all emotional when I hear her music. And I always forget to mention that Andy Meany, her guitarist, is such an integral part of their sound.
Oh, absolutely. And he's as talented.
Equally talented.
As a songwriter
And
as well.
but he takes the back seat, and maybe he shouldn't do that so much.
Well, I don't know. I think it's a nice relationship, and we're looking forward to seeing Aoife,
Absolutely.
Scott, and Andy Meany here at the Gaelic League Irish American Club on September 14th, before they go off to the Michigan Irish Music Festival out in Muskegon.
Yeah.
And then at that, we also have the opportunity to be a part and see the inductees for the Michigan Irish American Hall of Fame, which includes our own David Aaron Keane. And why did I just go blank? On Kevin Murphy's name. Kevin, he is so much involved with everything, but particularly the Motor City Irish Fest would never have happened had it not been for his vision and drive to make it happen, and all the people that he surrounds himself to make it a wonderful event. And there are others, but for those are two very special people in this area. So with that, we want to make mention that, as Father Brendan had mentioned earlier, Brendan Brosnan died on June 10th in Florida.
This is Bruce.
And he was originally from Cary.
Who's calling, by the way?
The husband of Bridget, or Betty, and Cherry's father, Brendan, Maureen, and the late Sean. His funeral mass or service will be this coming Saturday, July 30th at 11 a.m. at St. Gerald's Catholic Church on Farmington Road in Farmington between 8 and 9 Mile Road. So our condolences go out to the Brosnan family. And I also want to extend condolences to the Blazczyk family. We did learn last week that Jim Blazczyk was very, very ill. Really, his health deteriorated quickly. From Fenton, died at the age of 61 on July 17th. There will be a celebration of his life later, but we want to extend our condolences, in particular to his wife, Kathleen, and to his children. Lily and Jackson are young and have been a big part of our annual children's Christmas party. He also has Megan and Connor, and there are grandchildren as well. So if you would like to make or share a tribute at this time, you can go to the sharpfuneralhomes.com. His name is Jim Blazczyk, Blaszczak, and leave a message. Certainly would help the family member that are dealing with this pretty sudden death, and certainly with young children, it's extremely difficult. So our hearts go out to him as well. But it does look like we do have another call here, and that is our good friend Maureen Moriarty. How are you doing, Maureen?
Great. Kathleen. Oh, it's a wonderful day to be a descendant of Connie Carey today. My dad actually, we are so excited, and thank you for announcing everything about the game. It's been wonderful. We are all wearing our Carey green and flying our Carey flags. You know, my dad actually played for the Carey team, so it's just a fantastic day.
Oh, I bet it is. And with all those Moriarty, it's got to be a wonderful day celebration.
It sure is. But anyhow, Kathleen, I just wanted to call to remind everybody about the Tigers Irish Heritage Night on September 2nd. We're real excited. Mike Kelly and I both went with the Tigers this week, and they're real excited, and they speak so positive of Irish Heritage Night and just what a wonderful event it is and how they enjoy watching all the festivities. Once again, we're going to have the dancers on the field. We're going to have the parade around the actual field. So that's coming back this year after our little COVID hiatus there. But we're real excited, as are the Tigers. They're also going to let it sing when Irish Eyes Are Smiling after taking out to the ball game at the 7th inning stretch. And that evening is also fireworks, so it's going to be a wonderful celebration. It is almost 3 weeks earlier than in the past this year, so I'm encouraging everyone to get their ticket order in quickly. And Marilyn Couture is handling the tickets. She has them there, and she does a fabulous job doing that and actually saves people the ticket fee. I think if you would buy them through the box office yourself, it's like a $5 fee to buy it online. So Marilyn handles all of that. There's no service fee for what she does in getting those tickets out. So our hats off to Marilyn as well. And speaking of hats, anybody that has tickets to this game will receive Detroit Tigers green Irish Heritage hat. It's going to have the Tiger logo in white on the baseball cap and a shamrock 3-leaf on the side. So we're real excited. It's also an evening where they're going to have the fireworks. So it should be a wonderful, wonderful event. So, like I said, it's 3 weeks earlier than in the past. And so we're really encouraging everybody to get their orders in quickly.
Well, that's good. And then also a quick reminder that those of you that would like to throw out the first pitch, that's happening even earlier. It's going to be on August 28th down at Dunleavy's Irish Pub. So
you don't need to be present to win, but we're going to have the drawing at Dunleavy's Pub on August 28th. So anybody interested in throwing out the first pitch, which is an awesome opportunity and usually reserved for like presidents or ambassadors, or so we're very, very thankful to the Tigers for giving us this opportunity. Do next year marks the 10th year of us having the Detroit Tigers Irish Heritage Night. So thinking forward, when we met, I even brought up our 10th year, and they're working on something very special for a promotional giveaway for us for next year. So stay tuned for that.
Well, that's enticing.
I'm sorry. Again, the tickets are $32, and that includes the ticket to the game, the Tigers baseball hat, the special green one for Irish Heritage Night, all the festivities, as well as the donation to the United Irish Society. So we're real excited about Tigers Irish Night this year. Anybody that wants tickets can mail their order to 22708 South Keys in Taylor, and that's at 48180. And anybody interested in the first pitch tickets can also send it. They're $5 each or 5 for $20. So they do make great like birthday gifts or just little thank you gifts or whatever kind of gift. So it's an awesome opportunity. So we'll see who's going to be throwing out the first pitch this year. Also, anybody interested in auditioning to sing the national anthem, get their audition tapes or video into me, and we will forward that on to the Tigers, who make the final decision. So, again, it should be a wonderful night, and we are so looking forward to it.
Well, thank you so very much, Maureen, and you do a big job of promoting and getting it all organized. We really appreciate all that you do behind the scenes for that.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, and we so appreciate all that you and Bruce do in bringing all the information and events to us, as well as the beautiful Irish music, and especially today, up the Kingdom of Kerry.
I knew you would love that.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we are loving it.
All
My
right.
son out of California is rocking his Kerry jersey out there, so it's great. It's great fun. And thank you too for wishing my sister-in-law Nancy Moriarty a happy birthday this week.
Well, I was going to say, if we have the news, we'll share it. So those of you that wished you were being remembered on an anniversary or a birthday, just email it to us at DetroitIrishRadio@gmail.com, or you can also text it to the radio number 313-942-0159. So, okay. So, yes, a very happy birthday to Nancy. All right.
Alrighty. Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye, Kathleen.
Yeah, God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Yep, take care. Always fun to hear from Maureen and the news that she gathers and shares, and all the work she does behind the scenes with these different sports teams and getting Irish nights out. It's amazing and fun as well. So let's next go into, I should make mention one fact about the highest mountain, because that's the name of the next song, or close to the next song. And the song is High on a Mountain. The highest mountain, it rises 1,039 meters above sea level, and that is in County Kerry. It's the highest mountain in Ireland. It's called Carrauntoohill, maybe? Don't laugh, Bruce. Oh, yeah, we're having fun right now.
She looks at me like I'm going to know how to pronounce it. Nope.
Yeah, we know, not getting me any support, right? With that, let's go off with Kathy Ryan, High on a Mountain, our good friend who is from Detroit, and then follow it with Richie O'Shea's, and we're going to go down into the valleys, my green valleys, from the highest height down to the lowest.
As I look at the valley down below, it is green just as far as I can see. As my memory returns, how my heart does yearn for you and the days that used to be. Living free, thinking about the days that used to be. High on a mountain, standing alone, wondering where the years of my life have gone. Blotted out the memory as I listen to the breeze blow gently through the trees. I'll always cherish what you meant to me. High on a mountain, living free, thinking about the days that used to be. High on a mountain, standing alone, wondering where the years of my life have gone. days that used to be. High on a mountain, standing alone, wondering where the years of my life have gone.
The seagulls are calling, the wind is in the sail, and she's fast moving now to the sea. On a ship bound for St. John, 3,000 miles away, with a cargo, my comrades and me. Farewell, my green valleys, God keep you the same. If in only my mind you will be. I'm sailing dark waters to far America. Nevermore my green valleys to see. It hurts me to think of the things I left behind. Though the famine has blackened our land, to look now for something that I might never find. There's a problem that now is at hand. Farewell, my green valleys, God keep you the same. If in only my mind you will be. I'm sailing dark waters to far America. Nevermore my green valleys to see. There's a fever raging, and the winds have died away, and the journey can no longer be, and the plague is a shadow that lingers night and day. Somber thoughts of green valleys I see. Farewell, my green valleys, God keep you the same. If in only my mind you will be. I'm sailing dark waters to far America. Nevermore my green valleys to see. Farewell, my green valleys, God keep you the same. If in only my mind you will be. I'm sailing dark waters to far America. Nevermore my green valleys to see. Nevermore my green valleys to see.
Okay, one more little bit of trivia. The highest Irish cliffs are on Echo Island in County Mayo, and they are actually the third highest sea cliffs in Europe. So pretty impressive there, right? All right, we're running out of time, but we're not out of news and music. Just a reminder for our Gaelic League Executive Board and officers, there is a meeting tomorrow. Also, the AOH have a blood drive the fourth Monday of the month, so that's happening out at the AOH Hall from 11 to 4 p.m. The Corktown Sounds hasn't had much success the last couple of weeks because of weather, but if it does happen this week, it's from 6 to 8 all along Michigan Avenue. There's 12 different venues where you can enjoy entertainment, and it's a variety from rock and roll to jazz to Irish. This week, in front of the Gaelic League, is a group called 𝐿𝙚𝙑, which is a power pop rock band from Detroit. But they're the Black Murray, who are an Irish group that we've had here on the radio station a couple of weeks ago, are going to be in front of Bobcat Bonnie's, and the New Brigade, a young duo that are from the other side of the state, are going to be down at the location Pale, right at the corner of Michigan and Trumbull. So keep that in mind if you're able to come on out, and the Gaelic League is open as well. Would also have Carl Henry entertaining on Saturday. With that, I know, Bruce, we have to say goodbye. I hate saying goodbye. But we will, with this, we're going to go out with Dermot Henry, another great entertainer, with the Green Hills of Sligo, and then follow up with Daniel, the Highest Hills. Thank you for tuning in to Detroit Irish Radio at ksradio.com. And thanks to Bruce here for making it all happen, to our call-ins, Porrick Egan, Father Brendan McCarrick, and Joe Parsky, our guests, Susie and Marty Mitchell, and the Brennans that were here as well listening. Appreciate all of this. And until next week, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. 𝐶𝐞𝐭𝐫𝐲𝐿, 𝐶𝐞𝐭.
I'm leaving dear old Ireland, I can no longer stay. I have decided to sail west or to the USA. There are many different reasons that have urged me on to go and leave the place where I was born, round the green hills of Sligo. Although I hate to leave this land where I've lived for many years, I find that I must emigrate, though my eyes are filled with tears. For there's nothing left for me to do, no future that I know. And so I have to bid farewell to the green hills of Sligo. I know my friends will disagree, and Father Brown will too. They'll all be trying to tell me that the day I leave I'll rue, and my poor old mother will be sad when I tell her I must go and leave the place where I was born, round the green hills of Sligo. Although I hate to leave this land where I've lived for many years, I find that I must emigrate, though my eyes are filled with tears. For there's nothing left for me to do, no future that I know. And so I have to bid farewell to the green hills of Sligo. I'll write a letter now and then to all my friends so dear. I'll tell them all the things I can about my lifetime here. And when I long for memories and days of long ago, I'll think about the neighbours round the green hills of Sligo. Although I hate to leave this land where I've lived for many years, I find that I must emigrate, though my eyes are filled with tears. For there's nothing left for me to do, no future that I know. And so I have to bid farewell to the green hills of Sligo.
I just want to make mention, too, that Brita Kelly Miller play the Miss Kelly's Journey Home is in Chicago this weekend at Chief O'Neill's. It's booked from July 29th through the 31st. Just a reminder to our Illinois friends, including Stacy. Perhaps you'll get a chance to meet Brita.